lie down and sleep in peace. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. I will lie down and sleep in peace. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. That's from Psalm 4, verse 8. And I've been thinking about that one lately, because right now it's kind of hard. I anyway, wake up at night and I'm kind of feeling anxious. Sometimes it's a time when I think a lot of us are feeling anxious and hoping and praying that we can dwell, that we can live in peace through this time of this COVID-19, this novel coronavirus. I've been thinking too about when I was just a little girl, and the scariest thing in my whole life was our basement, especially at night. Oh my goodness. Who knew what terrible, horrible things lurked in our basement? The unknown things that were in those shadows or in those horrible sounds. And my brothers and sisters and I never wanted to go down in the basement at night. Until one day, when we kind of got our courage together, I guess. But we asked our parents if we could go down and camp out all night in the basement. Very big deal. So my brother and my sister and I went downstairs. Mom made a little kind of a camping cot, for us down there. And so we went down there and Mom kissed us goodnight and had our prayers. And then she walked upstairs and turned out the light. And none of us said anything. It was dark. It was scary. Even though it was so dark, it was like we could almost see those shadows hovering. We could hear sounds we hadn't heard before. And who knew what was going to happen to us during the night? And one by one, my brother went upstairs. And then my sister sneaked upstairs, and then it was just me all by myself. I really wanted to go upstairs too. But then another part of me thought, maybe I will live, even if I stay down here all night. And something about that thought put me to sleep. I woke up the next morning. There was light coming in. I was alive. And I think that experience changed something in me. I think it helped me realize that I can face my fears. I can go through them. And it gave me a strength that I didn't realize that I had in me. I think it's something they call resilience. And I listened today to a presentation by a man, Dr. Aaron Sumala-Folkerts, and he teaches people about resilience. And he said, resilience isn't something you're just born with. Resilience is something that you learn, that we can all learn. You can go through a crisis. You can tell yourself, this is not insurmountable. I can face this fear. I can do this. It's one of the words we have in the Bible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We really can. I think part of my fear in being in the basement was the unknowns, and also being alone. And I know that right now there are a lot of unknowns for us, and a lot of you, like me, are alone, and so it is real, the fears that we have. But this idea of resilience, of being able to look through that fear, of being able to talk ourselves through it, I think being able to focus on Jesus and trust that He'll bring us through the darkness to the morning light is a great hope that you and I have. The other thing that Dr. Aaron talked about was that it can help us with resilience if we do something, if we do one thing today that we can accomplish, one thing. It might just be a small act of kindness that we do for someone else. We might call someone or write a card or something, but we've accomplished that. Even in our fear, that's an accomplishment. That's good. The other thing he talked about is keeping a positive mindset. And he said that one of the things that really helps with that is practicing gratitude. So that idea of being grateful, finding something to be grateful. When those fears come up, start putting those thankful thoughts into your mind. What am I grateful for today? What do I want to thank God? What can I thank someone else for today? That can help you, having that positive mindset. You know, I think too, he said you could try to block out those negative thoughts. And I think about those hockey players, you know, that hockey goalie who's over there, and just think of yourself as that, being at that hockey goal, and you are just not going to let that puck come in to you. Don't let that negative thought come in to me. Block those. I just say it was helpful. Just tell the devil to go away. You know who you are? You're a child of God. That's who you are. If you feel though that you're sinking into despair, or the anxiety is too much for you, that's real too. It's real. We can get to that pit. And if you find yourself going there, then please reach out. There are crisis lines. You can call a crisis line for help. You can call 911. You can call our office and leave a message for us, and we'll call you back. You can call me. Please do. Reach out to a friend, because you're important. You're loved. Like I said, you're a child of God. We'll get through this. I know we will. And one of the verses in the Bible that is my go-to verse is from Isaiah 43. And I kind of shift the language around a little bit, but here's what I think God is saying. God's saying, don't be afraid. Yeah, I know there are a lot of things out there that can make us afraid, but you don't have to be afraid, God says. Because I redeemed you. I called you by name. And you are mine. And when you go through these waters, I'm going to be right with you. You might feel alone, but you never are. I'm God. I'm holy, he says. And he says, you are precious in my sight. And I love you, says the Lord. So my friends, my prayer for you is that you'll go through this night with the light of the world shining your way, that we'll wake up in the morning and we'll know that we got through. And we'll be so grateful. And I'm so grateful to you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's light shine on you with love. See you later.